Hey, Phil from Got Memories here. I'm going to be wearing you around my neck. It's a bit of a contraption, but I can work hands-free. Anyway, so without further ado, I'm going to do this so you can see what you need to do with VHS-c tapes. If you have these tapes and you're trying to digitize them yourself, or you're looking for a company to do them for you, hopefully, as I bang on again and again in my videos, hopefully you've stored these things in a caring, indoor, air-conditioned climate control environments. Please tell me that you've done that over the last 20, 30, 40 years or more, because we're in 2023 right now. There are problems galore with all of this media, all deteriorating. These things, shelf life, 5 years. They were not designed to be archive material, okay? And so I'm seeing on this particular job here, supposedly it was stored indoors, but I can see there's dust in my hands. I don't know if you can make out, but they're just black, okay? This is very common. So you put these tapes in, right? And these are my rewinders. I don't let them touch my regular players because they ruin them. And these players are not made anymore. We have a finite supply of players, camcorders, spare parts, repair, knowledge. All these kids, 18 years old, are going off to college to get their art degrees, to get their literature degrees, all of the degrees that, in my opinion, honestly, if you want to get a degree, go work for a VCR repair guy that's still in business, and you can learn the craft of fixing VCRs and camcorders and sourcing suppliers for all of the old equipment, and you can charge what you like, because there's all the VCR repair guys and girls out there, the shops, they've all closed, they're all retired, they've all given up, or they're all dead, unfortunately. So yeah, this is why all of these shitbox companies, I don't call them anything less than that, because they are shit. They're all shit. I have to redo their work constantly, and they are digitizing tapes poorly or not at all. If you've gone through Legacy Box, South Tree, Kodak Digitizing, you got these tapes on there telling you that due to the age of your media, one of the following: broken housing, environmental damage, water heat, etc. They don't touch your videotapes. And most of them play fine. It's just that all of their players are knackered, screwed, and for lack of a better term, completely fucked. Excuse my French, but there's no other word for all of these companies, and the crap that they're producing is just disgusting. Business practices, I have to redo so much of their stuff, and the heartbreak it causes for people that have got one copy of this stuff, and they're not getting anything back for their money. Oh yeah, and they're keeping the money as well. So I'm gonna pop, I got a spare one here, gonna pop this in. Let's see what's going on. Okay, come on. Oh, what a lovely surprise, but not really. Okay, so you can adjust the tracking as much as you like. This is standard with VHS-c. Other tapes I've adjusted, they're coming through nice and neat and tidy. You can see right here. Okay, could be the VCR, it could be anything. Anyway, this is why you pay a company that charges a lot of money. If they're charging a lot of money, they've got amazing reviews. Yeah, you hand your stuff to them because you know it's going to be done correctly, hopefully, by a passionate owner that is screaming and yelling. See, this one here just stopped. It was running and now it's not, because these VHS-c tapes jam up the mechanisms. You've got to have somebody monitoring this stuff. And this is why all the shitbox companies out there aren't transferred. Look, You've got a 30-minute tape or a 2-hour tape, and there's only 30 seconds on there, and they go, that's all that's on there. It's because the VCRs do shut down. They shut down, and then for any numbskull, off the shelf employee that's seasonal, that gets a job for $13 an hour, and they're going to hire them for 3 weeks and then fire them because Christmas is over, then what do you expect? So like this tape right here, you can tell by the casing, it's been banged about a bit. Thankfully, it's in the casing. I just did another video where they weren't in the casing, and they're just covered in junk and gunk. So I clean these things because I am preserving my equipment, because all these little particles and crap come off the tapes and gunk up the inside of the players. And these are my players. These are all my babies. I meticulously maintain all of my equipment. And if I can't fix my own stuff, Tim at Arizona Video Electronics, next door to me, does all the heavy lifting that's above my pay grade or time. Because I don't have time to be messing around with a lot of this stuff. Jesus, look at this. Okay, so that's all the way at the end of the tape. Let's pop it in, because all I'm trying to do is rewind it. Okay. Play. No, because it needs to be rewound. Come on. Okay, it's rewinding. Now, the first time you notice that it did eject, that can happen sometimes with these tapes. So these VHS-c tapes, they're so shit. They really are shit technology. And here we are, 40 years later, dealing with all of this shit. It is just, I don't have any other language in my vocabulary, especially being English. We have very colorful language, but this is what I'm dealing with, is just everyone's crap. And expectations, consumer awareness, everything is just out of whack, because people are expecting to pay $7 a videotape to all these companies because that's what they're advertising, and they're handing back nothing at all, or at best files that look like, it's not in there, you just saw that one. So they need to be monitored very carefully, the files inspected afterwards, because also the audio can go, the picture can go halfway through. Is it the tape? I mean, look, these are precious moments, the birth of the baby, near and dear. And if you care about this stuff and you want someone to handle it with care and attention to detail, getting quality files back off these old tapes, then you need to source and do your due diligence. We all have smartphones for the most part, and you can do some very quick Googling and find out who's shit and who is amazing, and who is in the middle. Like, there aren't many amazing companies out there, because you've got to have a head and you've got to have a heart. You really got to plug away at these tapes, and it takes time. Time equals what? Money. Okay, so everybody out there with this benchmark of false economics, make it, going, I want to get all this stuff done for $7 a tape. No, good luck. And for the trolls out there that talk about Elgato, I have many different options, but this is a very good, stable program. Capture the files, everything, it's all about time and money. Yes, you can go to the ends of the earth with this stuff, but again, you're adding more dollars to the price, which people aren't willing to pay. So you've got to find that happy medium. And I've been doing this for over 20 years. I've transferred hundreds of thousands of videotapes. I'm not joking. And so dealt with staff, full-time employees, building a business, all of this stuff. And every single 360-degree viewpoint of the transfer industry I have been through. I've been there, seen it, done it, heard it. And I don't think there are many people out there like me that have been in this very small cottage industry with all these very fiddly, aging players, this, that, the other, that knows what the hell is going on. And so if you're looking to do this yourself, you are going to need multiple players, cleaners, technical knowledge on all of the ins and outs of this. It is doable, but it is very time consuming. and trying to find a company that has got insanely good reviews, and also hopefully a YouTube channel. All I'm doing now on YouTube is just raising the standard and awareness in this industry that I just keep seeing decline. It is not just it was a gradual decline years ago. And I'm like, this pricing structure that these shitbox companies have is not sustainable. It's ridiculous. And there, lo and behold, as I predicted to myself and other people 10 years ago, I'm like, this is not sustainable. There's no way you can transfer these tapes reliably, getting quality off of them for those prices. Forget it. And guess what, everybody? I hate to say I was right, but I'm right. So when these things are rewinding, I stop them because wear and tear on the equipment, you've got to manage all of that stuff. Deleting blank off the end, as basic as that may seem, is clearly something that the shipbox companies like Legacy Box, Southtree, Kodak Digitizing cannot manage. That simple thing right there, nor writing the basic titles like first birthday presents, typing that into the file name. Some reason they can't do that. They give you back a file with about 16 digits that represents the barcode on the sticker. Very crap, in my opinion. I mean, I could go on and on and on. But let's have a look here. This video here just shows you my day-to-day work that I do here. Birthday presents. And drag that into the folder. And then I start to compile a folder and making sure all this stuff is cleaned. I mean, it's gross. This is some of the better stuff that I see. And then once that file is transferred over, it's on the server here, and then I upload it to Dropbox. I also put it onto a file. So look, you can go making sure that everything's clear. Boom, audio coming through. Nice and loud. That's another thing I see with the shitbox companies. No audio, very, very low audio, because they are ripping tapes. They put tapes to DVD first, and then they're ripping them with what's the crap? They're ripping them with ripping software, free even. What the hell's it called? I don't even use it. It's so crap. Handbrake, free download, and they don't even raise the audio levels. They've got such basic levels of skill levels and technical levels. I'm just going to take this off my damn neck here. Basic levels of expertise. Just from what I see, I'm like, these guys know absolutely nothing other than how to market. Amazing first class ad campaigns. They got that dialed in. If only they had the rest of their business dialed in, that'd be great. But if their marketing and the skills that they use to dial in these ad campaigns on Facebook and spam everyone's emails with 10 emails a day with 60% off, 50% off, if that same level of skill was applied to all of this old technology and marrying it together so quality files are coming off and customer service and all of those things, then fantastic. And that's the job now I have on YouTube. Why I make these videos, I upload every single damn day, is just going, guys, someone out there, listen, raise your game, stop screwing people over. And if you're looking to do this yourself, I've got so many videos on it, and you'll quickly realize, holy shit, this is a lot of work involved. If you would like me to digitize your videotapes, I am not cheap for good reason. Okay, I've been doing this forever. I'd rather be at the beach, to be honest, than fighting all this stuff. But time is money. I'm not driving around in a Ferrari by any means, but I put so much, I build into the cost all these problems and I overcome them. And that's what you need to be paying for. If you are in the industry and you're doing knockout work and you're trying to compete with all these crappy companies, you need to raise your prices and define your marketing as to why people should be paying you, $30, $100 a tape, whatever the number is, okay? Because they need to realize that this stuff takes time, and it's real time. A 2-hour videotape, my God, let's just bundle in 3 hours, 3 hours of time, okay? From rewinding it, potentially fixing an issue, to then digitizing it in real time. That's if everything goes perfectly. Then you've got to render the file. Then you've got to upload the file to your server. You've got to upload the file to Dropbox to back it up. You've got to drop it to a USB drive. That doesn't include all of the emails, the phone calls, the shipping, the phone calls and emails after when people get stuff back with questions on how to download stuff, or hey, I was thinking about editing and how did the blah, 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 blah. All of that stuff is admin and time. And if you're a solopreneur like me, I've got Samantha that works for me. I don't have any staff anymore other than Samantha. Reason being is because employees suck, okay? I cannot find switched on people in this country. It's probably the same. I think it's the same in England now. It's just everyone wants $50 an hour for doing nothing, and they're just what? I'm on my phone. I'm going for a 2-hour lunch break. I'm sipping on my Starbucks while everything goes to crap. That's what these companies are dealing with, is just very low level paid employees. I pay well, Samantha. I take care of employees because I realize their worth, but I don't trust anyone else with this stuff anymore, and I don't want to deal with staff and payroll and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of you that have your own businesses, you understand what the hell I'm saying, and if you manage people, you know what I'm talking about. So that kind of comes around to, hey, are your staff on the ball? Are the people that you manage on the ball? You're like, Same thing with this industry. Who do you want at the helm? The guy that's banging on and got the reviews and everyone talks about Phil? Great, that's me. I come at a price. Just like a good lawyer, a good doctor, and someone at the top of their game. So anyway, so enough of my ranting. If you're looking to get a quote, you can go to gotmemories.com, fill out the quote form. Do not fill it out if you are penny pinching and you are just thinking, I'm just going to find out. I'm expensive, move on and go to some of these crappy companies, or throw your stuff away. I tell people, if you do not care about the outcome, save yourself the headache and throw it in the dumpster. I know it sounds arrogant and whatever, but it's the truth, because you either pay a professional, if you've got a guy or a girl in your hometown and they've got outstanding reviews, and you can go to their place and see all the work they do and they're passionate about doing all this stuff correctly the first time around, you give them give them your stuff, okay? I don't care where you go, but you got to check all the boxes, especially with VHS-c, mini DV, and digital 8. My God, those 3 formats, gray hairs galore, okay? You can see my, my deterioration over the years with gray hair, and a lot of it's because of this crap. So anyway, all the best to you out there. Cheers, bye.